Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long boys blues, 1975. Using girls on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long boys blues, 1975.
Hey YouTube, Lawn Boys Post 1975. Guess what time it is? Well, you know what time it is. It's in the thumbnail, it's in the title. But it's Chinese knockoff tat time. I went charity shopping today and there was absolutely nothing anywhere. I'm not going to lie, I actually went out to go to Waitrose because apparently Waitrose is the only place at the moment for a month that you can buy Marmite peanut butter. Seriously, I shit you not. See, my mouth just started watering already. There is such a thing now as Marmite and peanut butter combined. So anyway, along the way, I thought I'd check all the charity shops, and I must have checked about, I don't know, maybe about 11. And the charity shop gods were weak for me today, apart from I did get a really, really sweet custom Deadpool shirt that was brand new for £3. So I guess the charity shop gods weren't that weak. Well, you could argue they're not weak for what I'm about to show you, or you could argue that they are because it's punishment. But you know me, I like my Chinese knockoff tat. I think there's an inherent charm in something that is absolutely terrible that you can still, gain enjoyment from. Plus, I like shit video game systems. What can I say? Anyway, sorry, waffling. I'm pretty sure loads of people have done this. I'm pretty sure Ashens has got a video on it, and 10 years. 12 years, 13 years, more than a tad late to the party. But the point being, if I ever saw one of these, even knowing that they'd done it on my travels, I would have still picked it up just for the curiosity of it. And that would be the Zone 40. This beast was £5 in St. Peter's Hospice. So whether it's shit or not, charity gets a fiver. They'll probably get this back once I've finished with it, and I get to see what it's all about. Now, who remembers a Nintendo Wii? I certainly do, because I love my Wii and still use it on an almost daily basis. Granted, that side is mainly sort of emulation and homebrew, but I still think it was a fantastic, underrated console. Underrated may be too strong a descriptive term because it was so successful, but it does not deserve the moniker it gets, which is the home of shovelware, because it's not. But it did have proper motion controls, at least when their Motion Plus was finally, included with it. And I love it, and I think the controls, when utilised perfect, are brilliant. So, back in the day, everyone just thought, them motion controls, them's what kids want, we better get on that bandwagon. Hence they did, and I'll show you this side, in fact, it's exactly the same. They even made it look like a Nintendo Wii. Now, the shop had two of these. They had this, the Zone 40, and it doesn't say anywhere. No, it does. It says 16-bit graphics, but we'll get to that when I show you the box. But they also had one by the same company that was 32-bit games. Now, I'm assuming that means when you think 32-bit in something like this, because it'll be a system on a chip, it's basically going to be Game Boy Advance 32-bit games as such. Only these are original games, and they were on that. So, anyway, that was 19 quid though, and I thought, even I'm not spending 19 quid on, a hockey motion control system. But I thought I'll have this for a fiver. So, as you can see, it's a Zone 40. Zone, I'm assuming because it kind of sounds like, motion control, because you're in the zone. That me, motion controls. Interactive wireless gaming console, 40 games, hence it's the Zone 40. They really pulled it out of the marketing on this one. Then it says at the front, beneath the picture of games, which are too small and for me to squint my eyes at and see, but there's darts in there, so I'm sold already. 40 built-in games, wireless game console, wireless controllers ×2, real-time action games. I'm not sure how they're using that descriptive term real-time, or the context it should be used in that title. 16-bit graphics, Phono RCA compatibility, never really saw that used, as a marketing point, and it just says Zone 40. This is light. I knew it would be light because I guarantee that's probably just completely empty. Well, no, there must be something in it and it says wireless, but I'm guessing it's like infrared, like the old console joypad, sort of, you know, like pre-SNES, NES era, you know, which, unless you were sat directly in front of it. I mean, like directly in front of it, they didn't work for shit. It's quite a nice box, actually. It's got a little handle. I did make a point when I bought this of saying to the lady in the charity shop, do you have a big that's bag enough for this? Do you have a bag that's big enough for this? Because the shame of walking down East Street, High Street with this would have been too much. As much as I like to review retro tat, knockoff tat, I should say, I think I would have looked like a complete numpty. Anyway, she goes, I do not. And I said, hang on a minute. So I legged it next door into a shop, bought something I absolutely did not need, and then got them to give me the biggest carrier bag they had so I could put this in it and remain, you know, well, keep my dignity, I should say. I just want to say, by the way, you got the people on it. They're on this side. Look, they're missing from the other side. Look. Young kids, adults, it works for all of you. Apparently not women. Old women. No, they're in that picture. But look at this. They're all having so much fun. So much fun. And look how much the dad's smiling. You know he's smiling because, that's right, you dumb bastards. I just palmed this off on you and you think you've got a motion control system. It's amazing. But I'm just a cheap bastard. Anyway, so it is like, let's get into it. Does it say, does it come with power? Oh, it's got the European, you know, like quality inspection thing. Ooh. And the cheapness ensues straight away. Got your lead to connect it to the telly. You've got this horrible... Look at that, isn't it beautiful? Don't know what goes there. I'm assuming that would have been a power unit. I'm hoping then that therefore this doesn't need a power unit. I can run it with batteries. Anyway, well, I can run it with batteries. Before we get to the main unit, let's have a look at the controllers. As you would expect, they're knockoff. There's two of them, to be fair. They're knockoff. This one must have batteries in, because this one is beyond light. I'm pretty sure if I let go, it'll go thunk and stick to the roof. Yeah, they're a complete knockoff of Wii controllers. Of course they were, you know, why wouldn't they be if this is the look you're going for? So you got your A, B, X, Y. Then you've got select, start, and then in between them is a reset button to reset the console, and you've got a D-pad, obviously the infrared bit, and conveniently it tells you which one you're using. So there are 2-player games. So, I mean, there's got to be stuff like darts, ping pong, bowling, shit like that. They don't feel, once it's got batteries in, it feels cheap. But what I'm saying is it doesn't feel like Saturday morning market pound shop plastic cheap. That's the weirdest descriptive term I've ever used. But yeah, okay. And you can just about see. Is that going to work? There we go. Red, to remind you of the infrared. But yeah, but I put the other one. Oh well, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to talk anyone into playing this with me. But let's have a look at the lovely console itself. And it's a shameless, it's fucking light. Shameless Wii rip-off. But again, that's to be expected. You've got a 9, so we'll take direct current. So you've got DC 9V in, AV out, zone 40. Lots of screw holes. You couldn't put that on both sides. That's cheap. And then I think this has got batteries in as well. I hate it when they do screws. Probably the only thing holding it together, to be honest. Yeah, it's got batteries in. It takes 4 AA's. Wow. Asda own brand batteries. To be fair, a charity shop probably put them in there to check it, but you know, so I'm not expecting them to, you know, break the wallet and give me some Duracells. But zone 40. Let's see if it works then. Power. Wow, red light. Ooh, look at that. There you go. Right, and then it's got reset on the top. Not sure why you've included a reset on the system and the console, the controllers themselves. Let's see what batteries it takes. 2 AA's, No, three triple A. Three triple A's? Could you not? I don't know why go for triple A's in this. Why not just go for double A's and just use two? Why not be uniform? Why not get a white stick? Right. If you're going to put screws in it, at least do that thing where I don't have to do it up and it will still stay together. But, yeah. The overall feeling here, and obviously you expect it on this, I'm not going to do it in this video, but curiosity, I might take it apart myself and post the insides on Facebook. Well, not the insides, a picture of the insides, so you can see what it looked like. Because I mean, there must be some level of stuff in here, not the actual games because that's on a chip, but because of the wireless tech. I guess is it tech? Or is it just, you know, the bare minimum basic stuff? I'm not expecting there to be a huge amount of accuracy in the games on it. I'm not even expecting the games to be any good. But I do like my, as I said, knockoff shit. And a $5 goes to help some poor little baby in Africa who's hungry. So that's cool. No, all joking aside though, I am a big fan of buying shit like this from charity shops. Because, you know, I get tat, they get money. Right. Oh look. It's got a fake grill to make it look like it could get hot enough to, well, need to cool itself. I sincerely doubt that. So yeah, I'm going to go and set this up in the other room with all my consoles and other tat, if you will. And we're going to have a look at some of the games. There's 40 games. I'm not going to go through all of them, but we're going to get a quick feel for what it's like. But I am not expecting it to be I'll be honest, I'm expecting it to be a bucket full of shit. And I'm quite looking forward to that. Well, right off the bat, two things come to mind. The first being, I know it's composite, but the image quality is absolutely bollocks. Look at it. Second thing is, and it's been all of what, 8 seconds? And I've already noticed, and it's already irritating me. Listen to the music. I mean, I know it's the menu screen, so I'm not saying I want Beethoven or something, but really a 2.5 second loop. That's a bit pants. Right, so I'm holding the control pad and pressing up and down. Cool. Right. I've got 2 sections. Got interactive sports games, so that will be our state-of-the-art motion controls. And then you've got arcade games where you hold it sideways, like a control pad. And I've only just realised, I don't know how I missed this when I did the, you know, like the overview unboxing just now. It's got a lanyard. I mean, this thing's so light, I think my TV would do more damage to it if it happened to leave said hand. Right, let's go through interactive games first. So, competitive fencing, because actually that's a good point. Why was there never a fencing game on the Wii? Virtual tennis, baseball, golf, virtual ping pong. So why isn't baseball virtual? Or bowling, but tennis isn't ping pong. Bowling, that was a given, wasn't it? Football, at least they've called it football. Points for that. Fishing, swimming, yeah, I don't need that. Super shoot, but, because it looks like the font is horrible. That's kind of, and that's it. What's that, 10? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Arcade games, Sword of Warrior, Chess Master, Arcade, MX Motorstorm, High Jump, Long Jump, Triple Jump, 100 meters, 110 meter hurdles, walking race, okay, discus, javelin. Right, all of those surely could have been in a sports game. Cat and mouse. So I'm guessing these are made themselves. I mean, it's Chinese, however well the English is done on the box, but it's Chinese, so they'll probably rip off of some. Zoomer points. Highway racing, dance girls, boxes world, square, fireman, pioneer, hitting mice, not very nice, shooting balloons, audacity snakes, archery. Oh, look at that picture. Couldn't that have been in the sports section? Fish war, Sudoku, tank, overspeed racing, bee fighting. Oh, that's not very nice either. Right, I've got to go to the archery, haven't I? No, there's no quick way back. I guess I could have pressed reset. Right. Interactive games, right. A was A. Not A, start. Start. Oh, that's loud. Skip, skip, skip. I can't skip. Is that digitised? Are we talking Mortal Kombat with swords? That's awful. Okay, 2008 SR04183, because we all remember that company, don't we? Start. Yeah, I've just had to move forward ever so slightly. Okay, press up, forward. Oh, I've got to hold it upwards, haven't I? Like, not like a control pad. Right, press down to backward. Oh, graphics aren't terrible. I'm not saying they're, going to change your life or anything. Up twice. Okay, down twice for quick. The range on this is awful. Shake the joystick. Right, confirm A. Once I've done this game, I am going to change. All the characters stolen from Die Another Day. I'm going to change the sound. You just have to wait. Right, so they're complete games then as such, or fully realised games I should say. I'm not going to say they're good yet. I have a funny feeling I would be saying they're good. Right, continue. Right. That's right. Ow. Right, so I'm on the left. The double tap, oh, it does. Right, I can jab by shaking, or I can just hit the button. But because of the way the pad's set out, I'm actually play it two-handed, holding it upright. Animations are right. This is not a half-bad graphics. A 16-bit game. It's realistic sound, i.e. it's irritating. Everyone in the audience is on loop. Look, that bloke's next to himself twice, on the left and on the right. Oh, what? It's got special moves. I can't even hit them. How weird would that be if you were sat down and you look to your left and there's a bloke who looks just like you? Don't know what the lightning sign does. There we go. I shouldn't waste too much time on a single game. Got time, top, middle. I don't know what the set points. It's my competitive nature. I want to win. Come on. This is, yeah. Why does he get to power up when I just beat him? I don't know. I'd be honest, I don't know what's going on. Oh, I know that's the noise their trainers make, but it's irritating as hell. Come on, you... Come on! Why does he keep getting the fucking Super Street Fighter me? He replenishes his health. Bollocks to it. Right. I'm gonna reset and let's try another game. There's a reset. Right. Let's have a look at another interactive one. God, I keep forgetting. I gotta move forward. I don't know if it's a well, no, these are new batteries. I don't want that one. That was my bad, to be honest. Right. Virtual tennis. Yeah, let's have a look at virtual tennis. Start. Now it's gone incredibly quiet and I only turned it down a touch. Choose character. God, the screen quality is awful. Custom match. Oh, choose character, choose level, choose court. Do I have to... Easy. Clay. No, let's go indoor. Tennis. Quite possibly the most boring sport in the world. Hey, if you like it, good for you. I think it's quite possibly the most boring sport in the world. Right, can I not fucking start now? There we go. Well, that was complicated and awkward. Hey. Right, I'm actually going to swing. Okay, I'm going to try and swing upwards. Okay, I'm just going to try and do anything. Do I have to... I got no idea. Well, the swinging motion seems to work. Right, well, yeah, I can swing, but I'm not really picking a direction, I would say. Well, that's enough of that. So we got motion controls of sorts. Virtual tennis. Baseball. I'll give you a miss. I'll go with ping pong. Like I said, I'm not going to do every single game. And the music's gone up again. Consistency is key. She's deformed. No. I wasn't doing any of that.
Zero, zero.
Right.
Service.
Okay.
Player 2. Zero, one.
The claw. See what I did there? Right. This seems... I know. This seems like I have slightly more control over the direction. But, I don't know. It might be a placebo effect. That to be said, if you're a young child, you'd probably think you were fucking... This was state of the art, wouldn't you? Right.
Zero, three.
I think we get the point of that one. That was alright. Virtual tennis, baseball, golf, virtual ping pong, bowling. We gotta go with bowling, haven't we? Get a bit of bowling in your life, innit? And sound's gone through the floor again. Right, John. Oh, so... That's me at the top, then. Wow, I obliterated. I'm not how do you pick up a split when you're not really sure if the motion controls are working? So, oh no, because you press left or right. Do you press left or right? Yeah. Stunning animation, I know. Stunning. There we go. So this... Am I don't know. I wouldn't say this one is really an interactive game. Nor is physics particularly good. Right. Okay. Effort put into games. Not much. Football. Let's have a look. A punt, if you will. Football. And the sound's gone up again. Attitude! Right, there we go. Every game starts with a boxing sound effect. Free kick, penalty kick, corner kick. Are we noticing something with this severe lack? Football of sorts, it should have been called. Right, it goes from having to press A to start. There's no consistency. Farty noises. Right. Right, first round. How do I do this? Right, new kick. Tom and Jerry noise. I'm just doing full power. And then flick it again. No goal. How do I do direct? Why can I see through the top half of his body? How do I do the direction then? You are the goal. Oh right. Press the direction buttons to move the goalie and square the controller. Shake the controller. Go on then. How am I supposed to? It doesn't matter what way I move, does it? Look at him. Right. So how do I do a direct? I think I've worked it out. Right. There we go. That should be straight down the middle. No, but he's the best goalkeeper ever. Nah. That's about it, really. Yeah, I don't want to be the goalie anymore. That grew boring. They're not terrible. Like I said, I mean, if you gave this to a kid, they'd probably think it was the dog's bollocks, wouldn't they? Push start. Same company again. Right. Nice and tranquil. By the way, the fishing game on my Oculus Go is fantastic. I could do that for hours. That's completely irrelevant to this. I am aware of that fact. A again instead of start. The consistency of the volume is awful. Right. Go on then. I've got to press up and then switch. At least the remote, you could access the buttons because they were directly under your thumb and there was a trigger finger, whereas the buttons on this are at the bottom and you expected to use the top of the pad. Right, put it back. Find a fish. Fish. Come on. Oh, he's coming. I don't know how you... Fuck off, bird. I don't know how you yank them out of the water. Starting to think I should have bought the 32-bit 20 quid one. It's not, like I said, it's not terrible. It's a gimmick. Probably think the motion control's working if you're a gullible twat. But that's to be fair, they do kinda on the ping pong. Right, bowling, darts. Let's have a go on darts. It should let me drink lots of lager and be fat, and then it'll be really accurate. Start. Look, Sean Connery. Oh, I'm down with a bit of Sean Connery. Did I just... Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart. I thought I put... No, dart. No, I keep bowling. Ha! I'm having a brain fart, dart. There we go. Never mind. It's late at night, I'm tired. Dart. The game. Oh, fuck off. That's just not going to work. I mean, I played the one on the Wii and that's awful, and they got proper motion controls. Right. Look, it's Vegas. A again instead of starts. Ha! Oh, creepy. Look, he's got man tips. And they shake. He's slightly more in shape. Right. Cartoon noses. Right, what button is it? Why won't you release the dart? I'm just gonna... Why am I holding it like that? I can just flick it, surely. Oh, hang on. Listen to the music. That's it. Your controls, they do nothing. What the fuck? Oh no, do it with dart. Dart? Dang, Woody. Ah. Right. I know you should go for treble 20, but for me as a kid, whenever you played darts, it was all about getting a bullseye. That's stupid. There we go. Hey! So you do that, you press A, you lock it in, and then... See, when you do the motion controls like this, and the rest of it's sort of standard game mechanics, it's not bad. Oh, that's power. Flick. 20. Inconsistent. Right. Let's go into arcade game, because I know you're all excited. Can't be asked with that, can't be asked with that. Motorstorm. Can't be asked with that. Start. Yeah, attitude! Sound's gone again. Of course. 1. Now the net music sounds like Nez. Right. Oh, that's accelerate. Oh, that is not good, is it? Have you noticed that the music's on the smallest loop ever? Again. My bike sound effects aren't very good. That is doing a trick on my eyes. I apologise if it's doing it on yours, but trust me, it's hurting me a lot more. I'm assuming I'm not supposed to be hitting those things in the road. Right, well, I don't really need to play much more of that, do I? Limited! Right. I can't be asked with button mashing. Undersea adventures, highway racing. Highway racing. I really can't get over the inconsistency of the volume. Highway racing. Because it's nice and legal. See? Same music, same background music. So that accelerate was like slow accelerate. I don't know what that was. Right. That should be the game, that's more fun. How many cars can you hit in one bounce? If this road doesn't bend, then they lose points for, even by their standards, complete. Oh, it does. Lack of effort. Oh look, there's a map along the side. I grow weary already. Thank fuck I only paid a £5 for this. I'm strangely drawn back to ping pong. Right, what else is there? Yeah, dance girls, I don't think so. Hitting mice. I'm guessing that's like shooting glue. That's Pang. Obviously I'm holding it sideways. Oh, it's reset in this one, so... Yeah, hit mice. How are you going to do that when the motion controls are this inaccurate? Shooting balloons. Is it Pang? You stole Pang. Only you made it worse somehow. Okay. Do I just keep going? See, that was the beauty of Pang, wasn't it? You didn't just keep going. Oh. Yep, you made Pang crap. That's damn near impossible. Right. Fish war. Isn't that what we do in the waters of the EU? Because they can basically steal our fish because it's an unfair system. Ooh, politics. I stand by that though. Surprised we've got any fucking fish left in the sea with how stupid the EU's fishing policy is. You've caught too many, throw them back overboard even though they're dead. Well, everybody, Dave. Everybody. Right, fish war. That's me. What am I doing? I'm just eating people. I'm a piranha. Can I eat the big fucker? No. Right, well, that's enough of that. What a stupid game. Can't go left, I can only cycle through to the right. A few more goes, but yeah, I wasn't going to play anything because it's getting rapidly long, but... Skip. Yay, Zantagrali. Notice the music again? Hey, it's green. They're recycling. And that. Someone's going straight back to the charity shop. Right. I'm assuming despite the fact that I got a nice display, I'm that purple car. I'm that purple car. And it's got the same problem as the motorbike game. Why'd you give me a windscreen then? It's like I'm actually in a car, but I'm radio controlling the car in front. See, this is like NES graphics. Oh. The realism it's groundbreaking, I know. Oh. Does it tell me where I am? Is there a distance gauge? Look, it's the car from the Jetsons. Oh, it's a truck. Yeah, that's enough for that, I think. Anything else left in there? I'm not gonna lie. No, in the wrong one. Can't go left to right. We'll have a look at the sword racing game. Just quickly check what's at the end. Archery, Sudoku, over racing. Bee fighting. No, let's have a look at the sword of game. I keep wanting to say sword of a million, but it's not obviously. Sword of warrior. You're a sword. And it's massively loud again. And it's using the same font from the archery, the fencing game. Oh, that's a bit epic. Press right to the right. Okay. Oh. Press up to forward. What? Press left to the left. I like your instructions. Do you know what? It's looking like the motion games are actually the better games. Because at least you feel like you're doing something by swinging it. Hey. Alright, can I skip? It won't let me skip. There we go. Epic music. Oh, look. It looks like we've got proper game. Holy cow. And I got shurikens. And I can flip around and shit. And I got magic. It looks like we have a proper game. How do I can't do anything else. Oh, I ran out of shurikens, so now I can chop. It's a bit hit or miss the controls though. But I'm just surprised and impressed that we have a proper game. Oh, it's a bit twitchy. Pause. God, that was a bit quick. Portal. Nice. Alright, quantum leap. Oh boy. See what is that? Yep, we've got a proper game. It's a bit Game Boy Advance-y. Well, that's the insult to Game Boy Advance. But we've got somewhat a realised game. Anyway, I'm going to jump back to t'other room and round up. But it appears, with the exception of this, that the motion games are actually the better games. And where do we begin? Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to be fair, as you can see from that. As you can see from that, the video quality is absolutely appalling. It's appalling. I'm not expecting them to put any sort of higher end, output on it. But even for a cheap piece of tat, that said, I have no idea how much this cost when it was new. Even 10 years ago or 13 years ago, whatever, this surely could not have cost more than like £29 or something. That's the mark I'm going to go for. If you know about it, and even if you had one or have one, and know what the price was, please put it in the doohickey. Put it in the comment section down below, because I would love to know out of curiosity. Because let's be honest, the only reason I kind of enjoyed that is it's a £5. What do you get for a £5? Now, video quality was rubbish. The sound quality, got to differentiate here, was awful. But some of the music was actually pretty good. I was actually quite surprised, quite impressed. Some of the music was used again frequently across multiple titles, like the racing games. I'm looking at you, and as you could see, you know what, right? They're no, Wii remotes. They are no Wii remotes, but they are not as absolutely bad as I were expecting them to be. I mean, you could argue that any sense of motion control, which did seem to work quite well in that ping pong game, because what you couldn't see was I was actually, unless it's like a placebo, I was actually aiming roughly, from left to right to hit where I think, where the ball was on the screen, to match it accordingly with the direction of me in the real world, in the room. Never mind. So you know what? It was all right. It was all right. The graphics, yeah, 16-bit. 16-bit. I don't know if that relates to, well, obviously it's the processor and stuff like that, but they were like NES games with a better colour palette. Some of them looked alright. I mean, a fishing game I was quite surprised with. Some of them looked awful. The driving game, the bike game, which gave no sensation of speed, had a horrible accelerator noise, shared the same music. They were awful. They were absolutely awful. Some of the motion games in there, as you could see in it, it was separated out into motion games, arcade games. The arcade games, you would have to hold this sideways and use it as a joypad, and the other ones you would actually use it like that, and like you are flipping it like that for fishing and stuff, and you are going like this for the ping pong game and the bowling and stuff like that. But this is a control pad. I mean, you could see that. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Wii remote held sideways is the most uncomfortable thing in the world. But this is a control pad. Is awful. It's absolutely awful. And yeah, I found that if I got any further than that farther back than where I was sat, these started to struggle to talk to the unit. And my game room is not a massive room, mind, so that was a bit worrying, or otherwise known as, that was because it was bloody cheap. But yeah, some of the graphics were right. Some of the games on there are actually fun. Some of them have really weird names like Fish War. But I gotta be honest, right, if you see this for a $5, it's worth picking it up, probably to have, come back from the pub on a Friday night with a couple of your mates after you've had a few jars, and play it for shits and giggles, because it's this cheap, cringeworthy nature of it makes it good for that, not for whatever it would have been, brand new. But yeah, there is some, I can't believe I'm going to say this, there is some fun to be had with this if you lower your expectations. But then, as I said, the fact that it's got somewhat working wireless controls also gives it a huge novelty factor. Certainly would have back then. Certainly would have if it was released the Christmas where no one could get their hands on a bloody Wii. And I'd imagine that if you're, got really, 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 really young kids, you want to give them something to play. By the way, the fencing game was awful, but graphically, really, really quite nice. That was probably the most impressive one on there. Obviously, I haven't played all the games, else this video would be like War and Peace long, and I don't have the grunt to edit that or upload it. But yeah, cheap, buy it, fun. Especially from a piss take point of view. Young kids, they'd probably like it. They'd probably not really realise the limitations of the motion controls and find it I'm talking young kids here. Probably wouldn't realise the limitations of the motion controls and just accept it. And certainly there is some fun to be had on it. But for an adult, yeah, it is what it is. It's a blatant piece of Chinese knockoff tat, albeit presented in a very, very dare I say, professional manner, because it doesn't have any pidgin English on it, and it's not stolen images from sort of other games like on the PAP K3 and things like that. So some effort has gone into fooling the consumer, if you will. But yeah, it is what it is. It's cheap. It's very cheap. Some fun, quirky controls, but that's what makes it fun. And it was a gap in the market, wasn't it? If you're going to rip off every other form of video game console, why not rip off the Wii? In fact, wasn't one of these called the V? I don't know, but yeah. I mean, I'm going to play through all the games at some point, just out of curiosity, just because I like car crashes, and then I'm probably going to take it straight back to the charity shop in a big bag. make sure no one else is in there when I donate it to them, and run away really fast. If you have one of these, or you had one of these, or you have one of the other knockoff ones, or know anything about it, because I know piss all about it, I would love to know what you think. But you know what, all things considered, it ain't the worst thing I've bought for a £5, and I've had more or less fun on things a lot more expensive and a lot better made. Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.